Hey guys, welcome to the Creators Club with Coach Kimmi. How's it going? Today we are talking about 5 camera habits that instantly make you look nervous. Instantly. And you do not want to be doing this stuff on camera. Avoiding eye contact with the lens. Now, some of you are super shy, and I know you don't want to show your face on camera, but once you start and commit that I'm going to be on camera, you got to show your face, people. You cannot just be kind of half doing this and moving the head down and hiding and try. No. You got to just come straight on. What they say, take the bull by the horns. Show your face in the camera. You cannot hide. So don't avoid contact with the lens, okay? You got to show your face. So once you commit, just be about it. Do it like Nike, okay? The next thing is constantly saying or Now, we all have a habit of that. We do. We all have a habit of that. That can make us look nervous. And another one that I say sometimes is okay. 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 I had a course one time, and I had my virtual assistant editing the course. And I said, remove the okays. Okay. Look, okay, remove the okays. Because I had a lot of okays. That's my thing. Everybody got their, I think it's called a euphemism. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If not, look it up. Okay, ChatGPT. But they have their little word or wordisms. I know for sure you can use that word, wordisms, that they use when they're talking. And because they're nervous or just as a word filler, I call it. So avoid saying, all the time, okay? Okay, you see I just said okay. So mine is okay. So I know what that word is. I really have to work on not saying it. And a lot of times when we practice what we're going to say ahead of time, that will help us with some of those wordisms. Because you're looking for something to say. You're trying to fill in the gap. But once you actually know what you're going to talk about, a lot of times you won't have to use all those extra things, okay? Fidgeting with your hands too much can make you look nervous. I talked about this in a previous video. But if you constantly just moving your hands and just moving, it's really a distraction, and it gives the idea that, okay, or the vibe, she don't know what she's talking about, or why she's so nervous. Is she telling me the truth? If you're selling a product, if I'm trying to sell you a bar of soap and I'm constantly like, you like, well, does the soap work? What's the problem? But you standing there confidently like, yes, look at my bar of soap. Yes, look at such and such. So it's how you present, okay? The next, you see, I said, okay. The next thing is apologizing for every mistake. You do not have to apologize for every mistake you make on camera. Oops, sorry. Oops, sorry. Oops, sorry. No, I made a mistake saying something. I just made a mistake and just keep it going. Okay, because that can become a distraction too, because you make multiple mistakes. Like I just did. I could say, sorry. No, just keep going. Just keep going. Now, there may be a time where you've really goofed up a sentence and you decide, you know what, I'm not going to edit this out. It's going to be what it is. And you may need to apologize. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry for that, But other than that, every single time you make a mistake, you don't have to say I'm sorry. You don't. And it's not because you're being rude. It's just that because it doesn't call for it. If you're watching the newscasters, CNN and all that, they may make a mistake and they don't typically apologize. They just say the sentence over again, Or you could be somewhere and someone's reading at church or your services or something like that, and they make a mistake. They don't typically be like, oops, sorry, oh my God, No, just take a deep breath, stop, pause, and say the sentence over. If you make a big deal out of it, your audience is going to make a big deal out of it. If you don't, they won't, okay? And that's something to remember too. I even teach that in one of my other coaching things that I do. I teach people, they don't know that you made a mistake. They don't know. But if you walk in and you all nervous pervs, once you do something, they're going to be watching every single thing you do after that. Every single thing you do. So just do the best you can. And again, you don't have to flip out or trip out about every single mistake that you make. And then looking uncomfortable or stiff. You want to move in the camera, okay? Look. You want to move. Now, if you do too much of that, that goes back to what? Fidgeting or looking uncomfortable or nervous, right? So you ain't got to be the whole video. That makes people crazy, right? You ain't got to do that. But just sitting there like this, yes. And today we're going to talk about, and tomorrow we're going to talk about. Well, that get people like, well, she kind of stiff. I don't even want to work with her. you know, or they make me uncomfortable. Are they that stiff when they teach? But just loosen up and have fun. That's why, again, I always say, pick a topic that you're passionate about, that you can move naturally. See, it's natural for me to tell you to smile when you're on camera. Get that voice up, and in my hand gestures to match that, right? Because that's something I teach and say all day long. Heck, I do it. But if it's not something I'm comfortable with, now I'm sitting here like more stiff. It's unnatural. It comes across that I'm not comfortable to my audience, and you definitely do not want that. So let's recap our 5 camera habits, okay? We're going to avoiding contact with the lens, okay? Eye contact. So if you're a little nervous, you're going to get prayed up or whatever you got to do, blink twice, but by the time you get ready to hit record, you need to be looking directly in this camera, okay? Don't be turning your head like that and trying to hide and all that, because once you on, you on. The next thing we want to avoid is constantly saying, uh-huh, mm-hmm, mm-mm, uh-huh, mm-hmm. And what's Kimmy's favorite? Okay. So we want to skip okay, okay, okay. Next thing, fidgeting with your hands, just moving too much. Just doing too much. Your hands look loosey-goosey. What's wrong with them? Did they work? So, and not apologize for every mistake. Every mistake you make on camera, you do not have to say sorry and make a big deal out of it. Again, if you overlook it and let it go, your audience is going to do the same thing. But if you make a big deal out of it, they're going to make a big deal out of it. Last thing is looking uncomfortable or stiff. When we think about a stiff, we think about somebody dead. And you now want to be sitting there like this. Yes. So now I'm going to teach you. Bring the energy. It needs to come from down in here. People need to feel it, okay? So, again, just so you can know, I'm Coach Kimmi. I help new content creators, new YouTubers, those that have had a channel for a while, learn how to do this business and monetize their channel. Not just by doing YouTube, but also take that YouTube and we're going to turn it into a podcast, and we're going to turn it into an ebook. We're going to do all the things over in the Kreators Klub, okay? So for now, visit me over at creatorsclubwithkimmi.com. And what do I always say? Don't stop doing what? Creating. Let's go. Until next time.